and welcome to 300 Seconds of Science, where we keep you guys up to date on cool things going on in our science community. I'm Adam Bonomo, and this week me and my team went to Hoover Planetarium and McKinley Presidential Library Museum to get a closer look at our universe while asking some pretty interesting questions to their director, Dave Richards. So one thing I want to make sure I see in my life is the Northern Lights. Although based on geographical location, it is hard. So what would we need in order to see the Northern Lights from Ohio?
To see the Northern Lights in Ohio, we have to have significant solar activity. There's what's called a K2 value. And you can go to like spaceweather.com, and if it hits a value of 9, which means there's a lot of solar activity that's interfering with the Earth's magnetic field, and if it hits a scale of 9, that means the auroral activity will dip as far into the Earth down towards northeast Ohio. At one time, many years ago, it dipped as far as Cuba.
Dave Richards takes pride in educating people about our world and others. I have to say, it was awesome to walk around the museum. We saw a multitude of awesome exhibits, ranging from a dinosaur exhibit to looking at bacteria on a microscope. There were many great things to see at the museum, although we wondered, what other things can we see from our own backyard?
Right now you can see, depending upon where you are, 5. Actually, the Greeks knew the 5 planets. That's why we call them planets, planetes. You can see Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. If you have really good vision, you can see Uranus.
Well, we see things moving in front of us all the time, although we are also in fact always moving. Actually, if we ever stopped moving, we'd go hurling forward through the air. So how fast is the world moving?
Well, if you look at the pole, we're rotating about 1,040 miles an hour. Okay, less so depending upon how far up you get to the poles. But at the pole, about 1,040 miles an hour. Now that's only one direction. We're also moving around the sun, about 18.5 miles a second. That's not enough. The entire solar system is moving around the galaxy. So we move around the galaxy about once every 24 or 240 million years, which means our whole system is moving through space about 1 million miles an hour.
Wow, that's fast. Now, if we ever wanted to explore the universe, we would need to travel fast. Although, how fast? The speed of light? How fast is the speed of light? How much does light travel in 1 year?
A light year is how far light travels in 1 year, which is about 6 trillion miles. And because space is so large, we don't want to use miles. We don't want to use, thousands of miles or kilometers. So we come up with a light year. Sometimes we use parsecs, but a light year is usually the measure that we use to determine distances. So, for instance, the sun is 8 light minutes away. The moon is 1 light second away. The closest galaxy is 2.5 million light years away. Now, probably one of the closer exoplanets outside our own solar system, we've found thousands of them with the Kepler telescope. One of the closest ones that it's about 20 light years away, which is 20 times 6 trillion, which is really a terribly long distance. The closest star next to the sun is Proxima Centauri, and it's 4.2 light years away. Then we now realize there are billions of galaxies. Our idea of the universe became extremely larger in 1925 with the realization other galaxies exist. And if something happens in that galaxy, a star goes nova, we won't know it for 2.5 million years, because that's how long it's going to take light to reach Mars.
Really puts you in the context of size whenever you break it down like that. When we see our size in the scale of the universe, well guys, I'm Adam Bonomo, and that was 300 Seconds of Science. So go out, enjoy life, and stay curious.